What's going on, everyone, and welcome to my favorite team in FIFA. This is the team that I'm going to stick with. I mean, I know the game's kind of dying and the new game's going to come out soon, but this is going to be the team that I stick with, play any tournaments, foot champs, anything of that sort. This is going to be what I'm using. A lot of it is untradeable, which I appreciate. A bunch of it comes from the squad builder challenges that have come out recently. This team has performed really, really well for me. I really like the players it has in it, the way it performs, and just kind of the entire thing. So I figured that I'm going to make a video about this team that I'm going to use if I ever play foot champs again this year, or if I go and try and win more tournaments. This will be the team that I'll most definitely be using. In goal, we are going to have a untradeable card that I packed a little while ago that some of you might remember. It's going to be Team of the Season, David De Gea. I've played 30 games with this card, and it's been incredible. He does make a couple of mistakes, but that's what all goalies do in this game, so you can't really account for those. It just happens in the game. At right back, we have a card that I actually just kind of put in here. Nothing all that special, but just a highly used right back. It's going to be Hector Bellerin's upgraded card. I haven't done the squad builder challenge. I didn't do it, and he can be subbed out for other players if you want. He just kind of fits the team, and he's not a bad right back at this stage in the game. Then at left center back, we're going to have Koscielny, and he's one of my favorite. I like him over Smalling. I like him over Bailly. I just like him over a lot of other people. So he's always performed very well for me. He doesn't make stupid mistakes that other defenders in this team do. Like a Smalling biggest crime of just missing tackles and running into people, or just completely missing tackles, missing headers. So Koscielny's he's consistent in the defense, which is all I care about for my defense. Because if I can count on them to make certain plays over and over again, I'll know how to play with them, and I'll know how to stop plays with them. Next, with Mr. Consistent, is going to be the Squad Builder Challenge David Luiz. Now, I've played this dude almost everywhere on the pitch at one point or another. He's got 39 games and 3 goals. He's pretty solid. The only thing that kind of sucks is he does have high medium work rates, but so does his normal card, so you just kind of try and keep him back as much as you can. But his stats are incredible, so he plays very well in defense. He's a natural center back in this game. So it's just a fantastic card, and he does what he needs to do in defense. He's always a pain to play against. He's always a pain to come up against, so it's very nice to have him back there on my team. Next, our left back, we're going to have Team of the Season, Marcus Alonso. I've used him for quite a while now. He does make some kind of weird mistakes, but he's just an incredible card all around. I mean, 87 defending is his lowest stat. If that kind of tells how good this card is. And he links up well with just about everyone. So it's just easy to have him in here. It's good to have him in here because he plays really well. Next, at CDM, we're going to have a Squad Builder Challenge, Moussa Dembele. This card is pretty insane. Just stats-wise, this was a great boost for him. I did have the Squad Builder Challenge one in here, but then this came in. And all 80s is just, you can't turn that down. 90 physical. He does decently well for playing as a CDM. He's got a couple of assists for me, but he's just a strong force in the back line to help out the defense. At our left center mid spot, we're going to have Team of the Season, Conte. I mean, there's not really much to be said about this card because it's basically the best card in the game. He makes some, he's got 34 games, 6 goals, 9 assists. He comes up incredibly clutch a lot. If I'm having difficulty breaking a team down, all of a sudden there's Conte in the box scoring a goal. His shot isn't the best, even though it's 85. It's just not the best because it's Conte, but he just ends up making those clutch goals game after game. So besides that, he's a freaking workhorse in the midfield. He'll be all over the place, tackling everybody, cutting off passing lanes, and he's basically the best card in the game, hands down. Then we're going to swing over to right center mid, where we're going to switch up the league, and we're going to go to the Calcio A, I guess. And we are going to have Raja Nainggolan, who is one of my favorite cards in the game. It's only his upgraded card because the rest of his cards are kind of expensive, and they aren't that necessary. His center mid card, his normal center mid card does do well enough for what it needs to do. but the card is fantastic to use. 30 games, 3 goals, 2 assists. He usually does pretty well in long shots, but I've noticed with this card, it kind of drags off. There are some he misses that he would normally make, so that's a bit of an issue, but because he's only playing in the center mid position, it isn't that effective, and he's just one of my favorite cards every year because he's just such a tank. Next, at our cam, we're going to go with someone who I haven't really used all that much before this team. He was in here for chemistry reasons, and he just played really well. It's going to be Kevin De Bruyne. Now, this was the first walkout I packed, and this isn't my packed walkout, but out of 13 games, he's got 5 goals and 7 assists. That isn't too bad of a record for a cam, and he just plays, like, his passes play really well. He's always in good positions. His shots are pretty good. So I have given him a lot of slack because I just haven't used him all year. And I'm kind of sad about that because he is a very, very good player. Next, at our left striker, we are going to have a Player of the Month Hazard card. And this is kind of new because I think I did another squad builder on my channel. I do not like Hazard. Every Hazard card I've used, I have not enjoyed, but this Player of the Month one is incredible. 17 games, 15 goals, 6 assists. He finally plays like he should on this card. He's fast, he has good shot, good skill moves, makes proper runs, good dribbling, good passing. This card is incredible, and I'm really happy I took the time to do the Squad Builder Challenge to get this card because it's been lights out, one of my favorite cards for the year. And he is paired up with my favorite card of the year. And we're going to swing back over to the Calcio A. And that is going to be Team of the Season, Dries Mertens. Now, I'm not sure if I raved about the informed Dries Mertens I had and the game tally he had. But this one I played 38 games. He has 36 goals and 14 assists. And this is coming up against mostly more difficult players than the other one I had used. But the card is just insane. I bought him right when he came out. I knew his price was going to drop. I did not care because I like this card and I like this player so much, it had no effect on me. 99 pace, 98 shot, 97 passing, 98 dribbling, 4-star skill moves, weak foot, high-low work rates. This card is just phenomenal. So now we are going to go ahead and jump into a tournament. We're going to jump into the last game of the tournament in the finals, and we're going to see if we can win that FUT birthday card. The team we go up against is this team, an incredible one. Team of the Season, Werner, Modeste, Keita, Cyprian, Seri, Bakayoko, Thiago Silva, Ederson, Pereira, Legend Sol Campbell, and then normal Dalbert. Not a team to be taken lightly. This is an incredibly strong team, and it's a good team for us to go up against in the final and try to earn this birthday card and to show how dominant this team can be. They did start off getting an attack, but it was one of their only chances in the game. Just kind of the beginning of the game, just getting warmed up, getting used to how he's playing. Our team, although they're able to, we had 2 tackles in there. 9 Golan got him, Koscielny got him, and it was just that FIFA thing where regardless of how many tackles you put in, it's just going to fall to him again. Like, the game wants him to score, but our team is still able to hold up to that, stop it. He tries to cheese with Modeste. Thankfully, we have De Gea in net, so he's able to stop that. Otherwise, that would have gone in on most other goalies. And then, from that point on, we basically just took over the game. Nice pass to Hazard, doing some good moves. He puts it across. Ederson makes a really good save. Somehow, Mertens isn't able to put that away. I don't know how he managed to miss the defender, but let Ederson make a goal line save. But it happened. And then Conte getting up the field to get a tackle and give us a goal kick, which his effort was not in vain, as Hazard runs up just in time to steal the goal kick, put a finesse shot around the goalie, and put us up 1-0 in the 14th minute. I feel like that was just retribution for the goal Mertens really should have had by himself anyway. Then his front three played really, really well together. Mertens, De Bruyne, and Hazard. De Bruyne, something he would normally put away. The finesse shot's usually pretty strong. Just ends up putting it a little bit too high and hitting the crossbar, unfortunately. But we have a really good tackle by, I think it was Marcus Alonso. Some good ball control, good play with our 2 strikers. Mertens gets it. Mertens is just going to slide that one home every time. 2-0 in the 25th minute. Pretty dominant fashion. This team just kind of ran away with it. We got a little lucky there, and this game was actually filled with a bunch of chances that my team would normally score. Like there, I would always tout Raja to score that, but he didn't. And that was consistently happening, actually. So the fact that the game is going the way it is so far is surprising and telling. Player of the month Hazard would have scored. Usually these are chances, and it might just be me not taking the chances properly, but these are chances that generally these players more often than not would score. They aren't going in the back of the net, and we're still able to hold a comfortable lead coming to the 32nd minute as David Luiz just barely isn't able to get that shot off. We've got Conte making a run up here now, getting involved. He gets it over to Hazard, and Hazard again with a shot that should have been going in. Shots I see him make all the time, just going a bit wide. His last attack here, actually a pretty good one. Koscielny isn't able to keep up with Keita, but Keita just cranks it wide. And that maybe left our defense a little exposed, but it was just kind of a weird run that I made with Koscielny to not be able to cut Keita's run off. Right from the goal kick, we're able to play back and forth, and then we've got the two strikers going up. Mertens to Hazard, back to Mertens. Mertens can just outpace everyone, slide it into the upper left-hand corner, put us up 3-0 in the 45th minute. Going from their side of the field, a botched shot right up into their own goal. And the 3-0 lead was a little bit too much for our opponent. He decides to rage quit. In all honesty, we were just dominating this game completely, so I'm not really surprised. But we win 1,000 coins. We win our birthday player, Mertens, with a 9.6 man of the match if the game would have ended. Hazard right behind him, and no walkout on the birthday player. There aren't that many good FUT birthday players. They're okay. They're fun to use, but there's not something that great. So we got Muriel there. Nothing good, but he's in the Calcioa, so that's something. Maybe he'll be fun to use. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. Comment down below letting me know what other FIFA content you want to see. Feel free to subscribe if you're new here. All my social links are in the description below. And until next time, I'll see everyone later.